It's rivalry week. Well, some might call it a rivalry. Others might say it's not so much anymore. The Green Bay Packers take on the Chicago Bears this Sunday at Soldier Field. Kyle. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the MVS Show presented by Game On Wisconsin, and we are brought to you by Our Tech Ventures. Of course, the goal at Our Tech Ventures is to collaborate closely with founders throughout all the investment and fundraising stages, turning their visions into successful companies. Since 2020, Our Tech Ventures has turned great ideas into profitable businesses that make an impact on industries, communities, and beyond. For more information, visit ourtechventures.com. I am your host. I am Jacob Westendorf here live in the Game On Wisconsin studios on tonight's show, joined, of course, by Todd Varney, Jimmy Christensen, and a late addition into our studio here, Marquez Valdez Scantling is backstage, and here he is. Marquez, welcome to the show.
What up, what up, what up?
All right, so the first question I got to ask is you had a rather large Twitch stream and it was a gaming tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong, but just how's that going? How does something like that come about? What's the purpose? All that good stuff.
I'm actually in it right now, trying to figure out. We got some technical issues going on with the game, so we're trying to figure out how we can get this thing resolved. But it's my own tournament that I'm hosting. Trench Made is my gaming org, and we're hosting our Battle of the Trenches 2 right now. And it was a pretty fun tournament that we have going on, but we're having some issues with some cheaters in the game, and they kind of messed it up for everybody. And so now we're trying to figure out how we can get this resolved.
That's what I was hearing. I was watching it pre-show, and they mentioned like out of nowhere you went from like down 11 to down 31 or something like that.
Yeah. So what happened was my teammate, she died in the beginning of the game to a guy who was cheating. And so we had to prove it. And so it took her a minute to find the clip of her getting killed by the cheater. And they said that since it took her a long time, that all the kills that the other team got all counted is kind of what the consensus is.
That doesn't make sense.
No. So that's what kind of...
Yeah.
They have their own rules, and it says that anytime there's a cheater, the game gets reset from the time of death, not the time of proof. So now we're proving that that's in their rules, and it's not playing out well. So
yeah, now they're just trying to defend their cheating any way possible.
Yeah, so now we're just trying to figure out what's going on and how we can get this resolved.
I got you. So I'm an idiot when it comes to games that's not like Madden or 2K. Like, how does somebody cheat in Warzone?
So basically, you can download this thing on your computer that costs like $5, and you can pretty much see people through walls, auto lock onto their head, never miss a bullet on them. You can exploit the game, or you can hide underground and kill people, which is how my teammate died. There's a lot of different ways that people can cheat in this game. Insane packages for like $5.
Really? And that's fun. I don't understand. The point of the game is supposed to be like, it's like when you get to a certain age and you're playing Madden on rookie and it's like easy to do everything on it. Isn't the point of it supposed to be a bit of a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, you would think, but I guess when you aren't that good at the game, they turn to cheating. And I mean, I guess it would be fun to be able to walk around and just kill everybody with these, but I don't know. I would never do it. So
Todd's right now on his phone trying to find, or his computer finding a package to do
that. Software.
Same package, $5.
Yeah, like $5. I can do that. The problem is I don't have anything to play games on. And as we know, I'm not a skilled gamer at all. As I threw my hands up when Jacob was accusing people of playing Madden on rookie, please leave me alone when it comes to that. Let me ask about the dogs as per usual. MVS, how are they doing today? They got anything wild going on?
Nah, they were playing. I was streaming, and they were back on the couch wrestling for a little bit. But that's about it. So we're just waiting on this thing to kind of get clarified, and then we'll move on from this.
Is it harder chasing them around when like you're injured?
Nah, I don't really chase them around. They kind of just sit here and sleep. So
Nice.
Yeah, tell me how to get my dog to do that. Homeboy does not stop.
yeah, it just kind of sits here and sleeps.
Did you go through obedience school, or are you just that good of a trainer?
Hold on 1 second. Wait, hold on 1 second. Let me read this.
No, I was watching that Twitch one, and man, that's intense.
Yeah, it's a unique thing that we're doing over here, but we'll see how it goes. Kind of just got some bad news, so we're trying to figure that out.
So how did you get involved with the gaming team? Like, did you just start it up? Did you have some people you were gaming with previously that you just put the team together, or how does that go?
So actually, I originally won a tournament last year. We had a Call of Duty tournament last year that I won, and I had always wanted to start a esports team or be a part of an esports team. And the company that I won this tournament with last year, I decided to partner with them and create one.
Nice.
Have you so I've seen people that are really good at Fortnite, they end up doing like Fortnite like training things or like coaching people up in their like gaming specialty. Is that something you've considered doing too? Like
Nah, I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't coach. Nah, I wouldn't ever coach.
No, do you have like, does your team have like a gaming coach, or you guys just pretty much just play together and
I
get
just
better
play
that way?
from other people.
I gotcha. That makes sense. What other ones have you streamed with, or is it mainly Warzone that your team does?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Is it mainly Warzone that your team
Yeah,
like participates in?
Warzone is kind of the biggest thing right now.
Okay. And then will you kind of adjust from there when other games come out and take over the
kind of
mainstream?
Just keep growing as the other games grow.
So what are some like other games that you've played around with in this format, or has it just been Warzone, Call of Duty type stuff?
I played in some Fortnite tournaments, but Warzone's kind of when I've been like getting competitive in. So
What's
Makes
made
things
you
fun.
what's made you like Warzone more than, because I played both Fortnite and Warzone. Fortnite I gave up on right away. The building stuff threw me off. The dance, I don't know, a lot of that stuff threw me off. What attracted you more to Warzone than Fortnite?
I mean, I like Fortnite a lot. I was really into it for a while, but then it just kind of got super slow. A lot of guys just started to camp and build a bunch of boxes, and it got away from shooting and got into building. So more of a shoot first guy. So that's kind of what it was.
So
I
that's
gotta
his gaming industry here that we've got going on. Marquez, one more time, what's the name of your Twitch channel?
Mine is MVS 11, and the esports team is Trenchmade Gaming.
So Trenchmade Gaming and MVS 11 on Twitch. Be sure to check that out anytime you guys are looking for. And he actually tweeted out today the tournament that they were doing. So it was an interesting watch. Certainly something for that. Let's move ahead here a little bit. Just quick question. It was your birthday on Sunday. Did you do anything fun to celebrate?
Nah, I just had a very thrilling game. Very thrilling.
How stressful was that game for you? Just like obviously not able to play, but just watching all of that transpire.
Yeah, obviously not being able to play was obviously the most stressful part of the whole thing. And then just the ups and downs. I guess that's just football. Like the ups and downs was crazy, man. Just the missed field goals, going into overtime. Devontae going crazy. Just man, it was a crazy game.
For how dominant Devontae's been over the years, like, was it surprising that this was his first 200-yard game?
It actually is, but at the same time, it's not, because not too many teams are just going to let him just continue to go, insane the entire game. So
True.
So take me through that. How does that happen? Because obviously you guys talk about it all the time, almost to a man. You guys say he's the best receiver in the NFL. Obviously, we're fans of the team. We feel the same way. How does he continue to just dominate game after game like this?
That's a great question. I think he's just consistent, man. I think he's just consistent and he obviously having the best quarterback plays a huge part into it, but he just does everything right all the time. He's not like, crazy fast. He doesn't do anything wild and nothing like that. He's just a great player, man. It's one of a kind.
What's
One of a kind.
something being around him so much, like what's something that you think you've picked up from his game the most to put into yours? Because obviously you mentioned crazy fast, like that's you. You are insanely fast. What else have you picked up?
Man, I think he just has the best feet, for sure. He just has one of the best feet in the league. Releases, just his technique with how technical he is with everything that he does. Between him and Cobb, I've learned so much over my last 4 years in the league, and I couldn't have two better guys to kind of show me the ropes.
One other, you mentioned Cobb there as well. Run me through that, because when Cobb was brought in, obviously some discussion went through everything about how he's just kind of here because Aaron wanted him here. They don't really need him, blah, blah, blah. But how much help has he been since he's been back in late July?
I mean, Cobb's a 10-year vet. Hold on a second. I don't see him online. I don't see him online. He just got yeah, like I said, he's a 10-year vet, man. There's not much he hasn't done in this league. I think he's gone for like 1,500 yards in a season, so there's not many guys that have done that. And obviously having the trust that Aaron has in him, and he's just a great locker room guy, great leader for our room, especially for guys like Amari, who is going to take over his role in the future. I think that's a great person to have, especially with them having a close relationship already before him getting here. Because I think Amari's dad coached Randall in college. So, so I think just having that guy, he's just one of those guys that he's a great teacher, a great leader, just a great person in general.
So I noticed the last 2 weeks, obviously Randall's been getting some big plays on third down. 2 weeks ago, there was one that Devontae was right behind him that Randall reached up and knocked it down. And then there was the big one that he had the other day. Also, Devontae was in that same area. Is that something on third down where they're just trying to feel the soft spot in the defense and they're both just kind of on that page with Rodgers that when they find it, they sit down and end up in the same spot? Or is that by design?
Nah, that play just happened it was just a fluke thing that happened. That's not a very common thing where two guys are running in the same spot. It actually was them both being really smart football players, just due to our rules that we have on offense and that we've kind of created in our system. They ended up happening to both be thinking the same thing, even though they had two different routes. So it was just kind of one of those things. But that doesn't really happen too often where two guys are in the same place. But
that's why I kind of picked up on it being those two guys that Rodgers talks about having that chemistry with. So that's kind of what it seemed like. You said the last time that Mason had the game winner that you wanted to watch. Did you change anything you were doing? I know Rodgers said he had moved around during some of those kicks on the sideline, was standing on the far end for the last one rather than in the middle. Did you have anything that you were doing during those kicks differently or?
No, I was just watching. To be honest.
Always consistent. That's what we love about him the most. Something else that Sunday's game made sure of is now, since Coach LaFleur came in, you guys are 14-3 in one-score games. I don't know if you knew that stat or not, but 14-3 is your guys' record in one-score games. Those are the games where obviously the heartbeat races a little more, you clench up a little more, all that kind of stuff. What do you attribute your guys' ability to just kind of stay the course and win those kinds of games?
I mean, it's just a credit to our football team. Just never blinking, never flinching, and kind of always being resilient, no matter what the situation is. We got a really good football team, and we have trust in all our guys.
So to move away a little bit from the game that happened on Sunday, last week you mentioned with Sixth Selection, you guys want to transition from being a clothing brand to a lifestyle brand. What does that kind of entail? Like, what do you envision as being a lifestyle brand?
Exactly what it says, just being who we are, showing our lifestyles, no matter what it is, showing the type of people that we are, not just the type of clothes that we wear. So how we interact with people, what we do in our community, the type of music that we listen to, what we do in our free time. I think that's just kind of the the whole mindset of it, not just the clothes that we wear on a regular basis.
So is it diving into more like as a business wise, instead of just selling clothes, are you looking into selling other merchandise as well, or just kind of?
I think we will grow into selling other merchandise.
Okay.
Any thoughts on an MVS cookbook or cooking show on Twitch?
I'd watch it.
Yeah, we would definitely do some YouTube videos and stuff, and kind of just market it. So I think it'd be dope. Yeah.
If you need a place to help on that, I know a couple places that streams out to a few different places, just so you know. So if you want to try something during the bye week, I know a place or two on something like that. We are running a little low on time here, and obviously Marquez has a lot going on. So first of all, I appreciate you multitasking. You're the only man in the world that I have ever met that can successfilly multitask. So congratulations. That is incredible. The last question we had here was, I am a tattoo enthusiast. Jimmy as well. I think Todd has a bunch himself, and it looks like you have quite some work done as well. So what was your first one, and do you have anything else planned?
I got my entire back tattooed.
Holy shit.
And that was my first tattoo. So.
Oh, wow. And you
After
said
that, does anything hurt? Like, honestly.
I mean, they all don't feel great, you know? So,
no.
Yeah, they don't feel great. I think the worst tattoo was probably like my spine, or like one that actually hurt a lot was the bottom of my leg. Not the front, but like not my shin, but the back of my leg, like low calf. That was probably the worst. That's really, really, really sensitive down there. So
I got one there as well. How long did it take him to do your whole back? Was that one sitting?
Yeah, it was one sitting. It was 8 hours.
8 hours. Wow. That's a work shift, man. You are a crazy man. Okay, good for you. That's incredible. He's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Sorry,
Jimmy, go ahead.
This is a tattoo one. You have your College Stadium tattooed on your back, right?
Yep.
Lambo coming on there at some point?
No, I don't have any room. So
your face looks pretty clean. It could be just a real nice Lambo
God,
field. Who needs teardrops? Just get a Lambo field.
Yeah, it'll stay there.
There we go, guys. Marquez, thank you for stopping by. Obviously, we know that you had a lot going on today. He's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's eligible to come off of injured reserve in one more week. So hopefully we're able to get you back here for the Arizona game, I believe would be the first one that you're eligible for, but either that one or when you guys head down to Kansas City here in a couple weeks as well. But until then, check out his clothing brand. Kyle, throw that up here one more time. It's 6 selections. Check out his lifestyle clothing brand there. And then, of course, his Twitch stream, which he mentioned is MVS 11 over on Twitch for anything gaming. Marquez, appreciate your time. We will talk to you again next week.
All right, thanks.
Good luck on the stream.
All right, that was Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He of the Green Bay Packers, obviously number 83, coming off of injured reserve here, like I mentioned, in a couple of weeks. And Todd, my understanding is we have some new friends that are interested in the show here, maybe in Jimmy's area.
Absolutely. We do have a new sponsor. Lakefront Brewery decided to jump on. They are one of Wisconsin's largest craft breweries. Since its founding in 1987 by brothers Russ and Jim Klisch, Lakefront has earned numerous awards and created many industry firsts. Currently, Lakefront offers more than 20 beers in over 30 states and several countries. Lakefront's brewery tours, when I was talking to them about this, I don't even drink, and this sounds like something I would love to go on. It's just an interesting thing. And they like sell out nonstop. You have to schedule online before you can go. And they're one of the few that actually give you beer when you start, in the middle, and at the end. I know most that I had ever been on, you had to wait until the end, which was just like, you're not paying attention during the brewery tour. You just want to get to the end where you get the beer. That's what it is. So visit them at Lakefront Brewery, schedule your tour today, and check out some good beer when you get a chance.
It's one of my favorite tours. My family does that one and MKE Brewery a lot, and Lakefront by far has the funniest tour that I've been on. And the beer's really good. MK gives more, really good, but Lakefront has a little bit better.
The beer is really good, and I've been on the tour once. A friend of the program here, Ryan Hillsland, formerly of Packer Report, is actually somebody that was a tour guide there. So I went on a tour with him not that long ago. And like Todd said, beer at the beginning, the middle, and the end. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. It's a great place to check out. And we'll have a few prizes and such, like Todd mentioned, to potentially give away here in the near future. Real quick, guys, we don't have a MVS stat line this week, unless you want to let me guess 0, 0, and 0. Yay, I win 1 week. It'll be the first time for anything. But we do have a Bears and a Packers game on Sunday. So I do want to just real quick get your thoughts on this game and a quick prediction. We've got about 3 minutes.
Hopefully Justin Fields doesn't have another monstrous game that just blows up Twitter with 100 yards. That'd be really devastating to any defense. So as long as he can control that, man, I think I think the Packers will handle it pretty well. And I think we'll win 31-13. Bears suck.
Wow, Todd?
I like that prediction. That was good. I was thinking 31-17. Just, if Justin Fields happens to go nuts, might throw for 120 yards this week. And 2 scores maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Bears could have the best quarterback ever to touch the field.
In the North, yeah, for sure.
The deification of a game, and he played all right. I mean, I know the box score doesn't tell the whole story, but yeah, you would have thought he threw for 450 and 3 touchdowns on Sunday with the way something was blowing up. But then again, when you haven't had a quarterback, I completely understand why the Bears are going to be excited anytime a quarterback can complete a forward pass. My biggest concern going into the game is Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn. Those guys are both very good. The Packers are still playing a makeshift offensive line. We'll see something on the injury report tomorrow. Maybe they get Elton Jenkins back. That would be a rather large help to this team going forward. But I do think the Bears keep it close, but they're 19-3, or the Packers are 19-3 against the Bears since 2011. It's an ass kicking after an ass kicking. I am on the record saying this is not a rivalry anymore because the Packers beat the piss out of them every time they play them. And I think something similar to that happens again. I'll say Green Bay 31-20, a little bit closer than the way you guys think it. We're out of time. I want to thank our sponsors, Artec Ventures, and of course the Lakefront Brewery. We have some others and some other stuff being cooked up for you guys as well. Tonight, nothing else going on tonight, but tomorrow be sure to check out a Double Dip, Lombardi's Bar, and Open Book. Obviously, the Brewers are playing tonight. It is currently 4-4, so this game's either going to be exhilarating or incredibly heartbreaking for those of you that are Brewers fans. My condolences if it goes the other direction, which it's not going to. The Brewers are going to win tonight. Mark my words on that. Hat, old takes exposed, or I think that's how this works, right? But thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Marquez for joining us and his ability to multitask. We will be back next week after hopefully a big Packers win and leading into a home game against the Washington football team. Until then, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Get all of our updates as quickly as you can, and hit that little bell in the top right corner so you know every single time we go live. Until then, we appreciate you guys stopping by. We will see you next time. Kyle, take us home.